Okay, we're here for another photographer's review of a photo book, and today we have the Mayan, and not the Mayan from Mexico. We got the Mayan who loves the mayonnaise, the Shirashi Mai. Alright, I have this 2-cam setup, trying it out. I haven't tried it out before, but I felt like last time it was a little weird me showing it all the time, so I decided to do it this way instead. So let's just start off. We have a cover, and we have the back cover. Back cover, very kind of playful. Front cover, very playful again, but this time a little bit more portraity. So I think the covers set the mood of the photo book, and that's the problem with this cover, that the back maybe should have been something else, because later on in the book it gets a little darker. Meanwhile, the beginning of the book is a little lighter, so I think it would have been nice to do that little transition. Okay, so let's remove this, because this just gets in the way really. This semi-gloss cover. Let's go. First page. The arm, as you can see right here, is a little chopped off. That's a pet peeve of mine. So don't cut off limbs. It looks like she could have a stub. For all I know, if I didn't know her, it looks like she could have a stub. This one, again, cut off the arm. But this time you actually included the hand, so not too bad. I mean, the spread kind of makes it look like she has like weird arms. But I think it's a decent image. Very good expression from the Mai. Now this one we have a kind of like fashion-y kind of portrait, and the other one is very stereotypical portrait that you could take. The one on the left is a little better, just because you can see more of her face and more of the expression. Meanwhile, the other one is more fashion-y, and she isn't wearing that great of a dress, so I don't think you need that fashion-y of an image for that. But hey, the light, very nice. Very nice. So no complaints there so far. And look, he or she didn't crop off any limbs, so. Alright, next we have another one of these fashion-y ones, but this time it's a different dress, so I think it's a better introduction into the new style she's wearing. So this is a good one to transition, kind of like showing, okay, this is the overall image, and then afterwards it'll show the rest of the details or stuff like that. And this one, I guess they're playing hide and go seek. It probably has a different name in Japanese. The light in this photo is actually better because it's acting, this tree right here, it's acting like a flag. So it's adding more dimension to her face, so that's always good. This one, very playful, nothing too exciting about it. Didn't cut off any limbs, that's good. And it kind of shows her what do they call it? The motto, the slogan they say in the beginning, their introduction, about how she like pretends to do a home run or something. So I guess it kind of plays into that. So very creative. And we continue the trend of baseball, or softball I mean. And I think this was before the drama they came out with. So a little bit of foreshadowing here. This one, back cover, it's just a playful image. Very nice. It's a little bit too green tinted in the face for me, but that's fine. And this one, I like this one better. This one should have been the back cover, I feel like. Maybe if they zoomed out a little bit, maybe showed a little bit more of the other arm, then this one would have been a cool shot. The yellow on the face is coming from the ball, but it's obviously there and people will know it. Oh, and the hand position is very nice, I have to admit. Right here, this hand position, you can see most of the fingers. Very nice. This one's a very my style of shot. The concentrating things over here and the details over here. Showing her over here, I don't know, just looking in the distance and smiling, like a stereotypical pose. But then this includes the story into it, which is very important. So props to the photographer. And this one, we've seen the Erica book have something similar to this, where it shows like a couple, like a minute, less than a minute difference. But this time, they do it well. This shows like the whole area, again, setting it up. But then the second one shows it more in detail, and then actually showing the detail of the face and what the person is actually doing. So this is a nice. It's not a diptych, but it's a nice page, nice pages. So now I move on to a different attire, and this one's more like stereotypical fashion. But the thing that bugs me is this green right here that's going across the leg and the foot. They could have just like snipped it off and then took a picture, then that would have been good. Because this over here is not too distracting, but this right here is. This one just looks like she's picking flowers. There's no contact with the eye. Lighting's good, but there's no contact with the eye. The lighting is good on this one, by the way. This one's very nice. The lighting is very soft and flat, very feminine. The pose is a little awkward. I don't see anyone doing this out in the wild. And this one's a very close up, as you can see. And I don't know, it shows like the features of the face, but it doesn't really appeal to me. It's just a picture of a face, really. This one, do all Japanese photographers, is this like their go-to to do? Put something on their head? Because this seems like a repetitive thing to do. But at least I like the symmetry in this. Look at this on the third degree thing, the rule of thirds, and then right in the middle. I think it's a nice compliment to it. And plus the flowers are on the third, so very nice. That's good composition. And this one's kind of like, oh hey, smell the flowers with the focus on your hand, and then oh what's this? Oh no, I mean I'm supposed to be looking at the face. This one is a better one of the other one. Maybe they should have just removed this one and just kept this one. This one. Now this one just missed the focus. It seems like it's a little front focused. They just missed it. If you notice, right here is in focus, but right here in the eyes is not focused. So close to being so good. If it wasn't for that, it'd be a solid image. Because look, they don't cut off right here. They show plenty of that. The lighting is nice. You can see the little catch light there. Very nice. But the focus, if only they got the focus. Oh, and this little thing is kind of distracting. So this one's kind of weird. I don't know how to feel about this one. I don't know whether I like it or I don't. I mean, this bothers me, but the image as a whole isn't bad. The pose is different, so I like it. The elbow sticking out and the chromatic abrasion is a little weird, but I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not saying it's the best. This one, this one's very nice. It's very artistic. This one using the vines as background, kind of like having a little wild, a little bit more story into it. And then the pose being very like, not natural, but like very, like, it doesn't look like a pose, but at the same time it's not natural. It's right in between. And then this one's of focus of her ear and her jawbone. I don't really get these. I mean, at least have better lighting if you're gonna do one of those. This one's very like ad worthy. This one I feel like going to ad for like some shampoo, and then it'll work perfectly in this. So props to the photog. This one I don't like. The reason being it's a weird angle that doesn't really complement her, and second being the table plus her skin plus the stone kind of all blend in, especially where all the highlight is. So it didn't really complement each other. It kind of just distracts you from focusing over here where this orange thing is that's green. This one, it looks like she's pooping and then she's eating at the same time. This is not an appealing image, and then you like caught her pooping or something. And this one's just her being messy. I mean, eating a persimmon it looks like, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little too set up. It looks too set up. Maybe if it looked more natural, then it would be better. Now this is when we start going to a different mood. As you noticed before, this one is a little starting to get more serious, but then this one, the colors shift and the mood becomes darker. And overall, I think this is a nice photo. The arm isn't too distracting. I mean, they're showing all the detail of the arm, making sure that the limbs aren't cut off. And then there's a nice little highlight right there on the eye. And then the lighting's pretty nice, so I say solid image. This one, focus is missed completely. that would have not even been entered into the book at all. See, this one, the focus is there. I feel like if this one was focused, it would have been good. But this one's the better image for sure. Even though the focus is missed still, it's not too distracting like the other one. So this is a good one. Lighting isn't perfect, but it's still solid. And this is a super close-up. You can see the interesting detail right here. I mean, this is the interesting detail. Because, you know, this is the lightest part of the image. It attracts the eye. These two are a little bit more moody, more like showing emotion. So it kind of like shows her acting skill. This one's more like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Please save me. Well, this one's kind of like, I don't want to be saved. So that's showing those type of mood based on the photography alone. Maybe show it a little bit more over here. And over here, show it a little bit more of the fingers. I think these could be a little bit wider and they could be fine. This one, I mean, if you're trying to be artistic, I guess it kind of fits. And this one, her fingers are doing the claw. You're not supposed to do the claw. It has to look natural. This one through a screen door, actually getting creative, going around. I like that. This one, okay, we get the same screen, different color shifts, so that means it's not the same screen. So the pose I like. It's very like stressed out kind of pose. So I feel like if they shot another one without the screen, it would have been better. This one with the screen is fine, but this one with it, no. This one, I feel like it's good that they took it down from a low angle, but maybe not as wide of a lens. Maybe back up a little more if there's room. And not use that wide of a lens because it also makes the distortion weird. But I think this is a good concept. And remove this little distracting thing. Come on, it's a little clone stamp. This one is very, very portrait slash fashion because it has that fashion pose, but it has the portrait kind of crop to it. So this one I like. Except the arm thing again. This one's very fashion-y, very fine art fashion. So I always like fine art fashion, but this one seems a little bit too, like, trying a little bit too hard. Yeah, the lighting's nice. And this one, the lighting isn't as nice, but the wide angle, I'm telling you, the wide angle distorts everything. Maybe if it wasn't such a wide angle, it would have been better. These two are some of my favorites from the book. I especially like this one, how the shadows and the light and everything's just good about this image. Like, none of the body parts are cut off. It's like very in your face and like very shapely because of the shadows and the light. So this is really good. The fingers aren't too awkward. The face is very natural. This one too, but this one just tops it. Just tops it. And this one after that, I don't know why they would include it, because at this point you have your strongest image at the end. So then why just, it feels like you had an extra one that you wanted to put in but didn't know where, so you put it at the end. Now these two we get to a different location or maybe a different side of the house where the concentration is a ray of light. I think her hand is in her shirt or something here. So it's a little bit weird, especially with the expression she's making. These aren't my favorite because they're a little bit blown out, especially in the highlights right here. So they aren't my favorite. This one too, like look at this. This is all white. No, that must be especially hard for a publication to do. This one, I feel like it had potential. If it was a little bit brighter, then it would have been solid. This one, see, this one isn't too bad, but again, those highlights are just killer. Like maybe if they put a diffuser, that would have been good. Same thing with these. If they had a diffuser, that would have been the trick to do. If they had a diffuser, that way it's a little ray of light, but you can still see detail. That would have been perfect. And same thing for this one. This one's just like a little leading line, so it isn't that bad. Because everywhere where the light shines is not important. It's not a main like looking. It's just directing you. So this is a good example of doing it without needing a diffuser. And this was just the same thing with the focus missing. Now we move on to a completely different mood from where we're at. And then this one with the umbrella and the sun, it's making a nice diffuser on the face, so it has nice lighting, especially with it being nice and close to the face. So this one's good. This one, I guess we transition over here, and we got the little hand cut off. But this one's kind of like touristy. I wouldn't really see this in a photo book, so I don't know. Maybe there was other choices that were better. See, now this one feels a little more like someone who actually knows what they're doing took it, because the pose is actually more thought out of. And the lighting is actually decent for it being so harsh. Look at that. This one, the lighting kind of ruins it. Maybe if she turned her chin up a little bit and got a little bit none of the bag over here. These two again kind of look like, oh hey, you saw a girl on the beach and you took a picture. It seems kind of creepy. And then this one I think is a better one. This one shows more emotion, a little bit more story. This one shows like, hey, stand there in the cold and I'll take a picture. And then she stood there, and that's a picture. These two, a different attire, and again with the same hands overhead pose. But this time not holding anything, so I think it's better when they hold something. And then, I don't know, there's nothing special about these two. I mean, the water causes a nice light on the face, but there's nothing special to say. Now these two, now we move on to something else. This one's very... I think these explain themselves, but I'll talk about the photography aspects to them. This one, no body parts cut off. The crop is very nice. The direction of the eye, with the direction of the water going in, leads the eye in this area. Plus the elbows pointing there too. So I guess if they're trying to go that direction, it's good. The face looking directly, very nice eye connection. And then the light, how it affects the skin right here. And this one is just a nice portrait. It's kind of flat lighting, but I think it works for this picture. And then these two is the same thing. These two aren't as flat, and they're more playful, especially this one. But I feel like if she would have looked up, it would have been like 100% better. And then this one, I think it's fine with her looking away, especially just because we see the back. So yeah, I think this one's good. Maybe don't cut off the arm. Oh my gosh, don't cut off the hand. Why do you cut off the hand? It's a little detail. This one, we change moods again, and we move on to her jumping with scarf. So, the crop is nice, but the picture's plain. I can't say anything else. This one's very like album covery, but again, the focus is missed. Look, the focus is right here instead of right here. Oh, so close, so close. This one, everything's fine in it. Solid. Not portfolio worthy, but still solid. This one, nah, cut it out. These two kind of seem like they would be ads for Macy's or something. So I guess in the photo book they kind of stand out. Especially this little thing right here. They could clone stamp is your friend. Patch tool is your friend. You're not doing anything manipulative. Yeah, so they're kind of bland because they could be like in Macy's ads. At the same time, they kind of stand out in the photo book. This one seems like, I think this was part of the advertising for it. But this one's very nice. Look, nothing cut off. Nothing cut off. The image is way better. The lighting is backlighting, very nice. And maybe if they had a little flag like with a tree over here on the side, then it would have been 100%. This one, the focus is on, but overall the image is kind of like, hey, here's a picture. I mean, you could tell it was taken by a photographer, but I mean, out of 5, it'd be like a 2.5. And then this one, we move on to a different mood again. Depressed, looking at the camera. This is what the mood tells me. Depressed, holding an umbrella. I feel like these two should have been switched. Maybe flip this one so then it's facing this way, and then this one being over here. I feel like that would have been the better option. This one's kind of like, oh, look at my hair. Oh. But I don't know how that mixes in with the other image that was just before it, so I don't know. And this one is a little more depressed right here. Focus missed a little, it's on the hand instead of the face. But limbs cut off. Lighting is better than some, but not the best. And this one kind of seems like, oh my gosh, just hurry up and take the picture. And then this one. This I think is one of my favorites of the photo album. Photo book. This one looks very thought out, with the hand reaching to the teacup on contrast of the leg going down, and the body scrunched up right like that, right in the middle. Solid. I like that. Focus is on. No limbs are cut off. Lighting is nice. Good. This one looks like she's like, I'm getting tired of taking photos. Can you hurry up and just take them? I'm getting sleepy. This one is actually right up my alley. I feel like I'd take something like this. It's very dark, very moody, with the light coming in, that's just slowly fading out into where the subject is, but yet having enough detail where you can see everything. This is very nice. I approve of this. Now these two, the moods like shift dramatically again. This is very like, looks like you're like, have a headache and you don't know what to do. You're like at the limit of your life. You don't know what to do. This one, they try to play with the mirror. I feel like they were just trying stuff out. So it's okay to have this in there. And then this one is very wide angle-y, where the legs look huge when the angle is weird. So maybe different picture for this one. And then this one, it kind of looks like, all right, I'm just gonna take a nap while you take pictures. Just take all the pictures you want. I'll be sleeping. And then this one, then we move on to a different attire. And then it doesn't explain what's happening here. I guess it's changing? But I don't really get what's happening here. There's nothing to tell off the story. It just looks kind of random. And then this one, it looks like she's like, hey, let me go smell the railing on my bed while I sit down with my turquoise fingernail and my pink shirt. And then these all of a sudden change again into something. I mean, the light is over here. The light is not even in the face, first of all. So maybe doing one sitting down on the wall, leaning against it, and then turning it towards the light and focusing on it, but still focusing on the full body. I think that would have been better. And this one's okay. It's better than the other laying down ones for sure. So nothing bad to say about it. And then this one, it changes again to a different mood, and that isn't that appealing, to be honest. The lighting makes it unappealing because it's very flat. Maybe if they had more of a window light like this one, then this would have been way better. And then these two, all of a sudden, she's like attached to the wall or something, like she can't get her face off, and she's trying to move away. I don't know what's up with this. Then this one, all of a sudden, crying with a candle, and then the focus barely getting one eye. I feel like you need a smaller aperture for this. But this one, I don't know, like what happens here, and then goes here, 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 doesn't really make sense. And then move on to this, another candle one, with the full-on cry. So, I don't know what happens to the story. Like, it was like, good, and then went a little bit bad, and then good, and all of a sudden it went downhill, downhill, downhill. Different downhill, and then a different downhill, and then a different downhill. So there are some really good images in here. I feel like the Erika one had a higher, like out of 5, I feel like it had more 5s than this one. But I feel like that one had more 1s than this one. So I feel like overall this is a better book. but there are some images there that are better than these. So yeah, this is the book. It's a very interesting book, seeing the different things. I might get the second one just to see how that one is. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and write in the comments what you guys think and whether you agree with me, disagree with me, and please provide reason why you agree or disagree. Give it a little critique of yourself. Alright, thanks for watching.